One of the most iconic buildings in Washington, perhaps in the whole of the United States, is the Capitol Hill, the building which is right behind me. But in 1861, the dome in this building was not fully built. And many people in this country didn't want it built. It was in the midst of the Civil War, and people felt that it was futile to invest money in a building where people still weren't getting on with each other, and it was bloodshed and terrible things. However, Abraham Lincoln, who was the president at the time, he said, no, we need to complete it, we need to build, we need to finish. Because this is what will bring the message of prosperity, unity and hope. Indeed, today, this building does exactly that. However, long before Abraham Lincoln had this vision and this idea, we read about a similar story that happened thousands of years before in Jerusalem during the destruction of the temple times, when there was unrest and civil war there. And Jeremiah said, now is the time to buy in Jerusalem property. He took silver, which was very, very valuable, and he bought property. And people thought he's crazy. Who would be buying property in a time where it seemed like Israel is going to be demised, it's over, has no future? And he said, no, we have to have the faith and the courage to believe that things will be good. And the only way we can achieve that is through buying, through really showing with action that we really believe. And I think this is so relevant to us today. We are now in the 7 weeks of comfort between the destruction of the temple and the high holidays. We too have to understand that the way that we bring comfort is through action, through really investing in growth. So many people say today, how can you invest in growth? How can you do things when we still have hostages in captivity? When there's still unrest amongst the Jewish people, there's civil war. Let's first deal with that, and then we can focus on building and doing things that are parts of growth. And yet the message from the building behind me and from Jeremiah is that no, you don't wait till everything sorts itself out. If you have faith and you believe, you need to invest, you need to make yourself busy with building and with creating. Indeed, this is the name of the parasha, P'Re'eh. Re'eh means to see, but also means to have vision. We need to have vision, we need to see what's going to happen. We need to have the vision of the coming of Mashiach, of the third temple, and know that the only way we can get there is through action, through building, through doing right now. And therefore, as we are preparing for the high holidays, this Shabbat is Shabbat Mevarchim, let's remind ourselves to resolve that this year is going to be a year of building, a year of growth, a year of action. And that will bring about the end of all the confliction, all the hardships, and all the exile that we're in. It will bring about the coming of Mashiach. And then indeed, the best property, the best place to invest will be in Israel. Everyone will see that those who invested now and built and created, they were the smart people. Wishing you Shabbat Shalom.